What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioKickz 3 Raw TV. As you can see by the title, is Bradley Martyn a rat? Jesus fucking Christ. Let's start at the beginning. This all came about over the last 24 hours, and I've gotten fucking emails saying, hey, Jerry, what do you think about this? Do you think that Bradley Martyn really... Listen, guys, let's start at the beginning. I saw the Johnny Bravo video where he said that he thinks that, you know, Bradley Martyn could possibly have ratted out Richard Rodriguez, who was responsible for the WFN business, whatever you want to call it, how the whole thing went down in Iron Addicts Miami, etc. Now, interesting side note, Richard Rodriguez actually contacted me. This was a couple of weeks ago, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, after I made the video about how I didn't think that Mark Lobliner actually ordered those gear orders or whatever. He actually contacted me on Facebook and was like, hey, Jerry, do you have time? I'd like to talk to you. Now, he had contacted me in the past to try to support his company and be part of his company, and I said, no, you know, it's just not my thing. I didn't know what the fuck was up with the company, so I decided not to. So I told him, this is exactly how the conversation went. I said, listen, man, I said, I don't want to know. I said, I don't have time to talk about this stuff. I don't want to know what went on. I don't want to know your side of the story. I don't want to know. I've been involved with this industry and the shady shit that goes on for over 25 years, and I've never really been in any trouble at all. And that's because the shit that goes on, I keep my nose out of. If somebody's got their hands in some shit, I just kind of fucking look the other way and go, I don't fucking want to know. I don't want to know. I have friends that are still, I've been out of Rhode Island about 10 years now, 11 years, that are still in jail for doing stupid shit with steroids. So no, I don't want to know. I don't want any information. I don't want to be an accessory after the fact. I don't want to know shit. He said, you know, I respect that. Thank you very much for your time. You know, I'm a big fan, etc., etc. Cool, we left it at that. Next thing you know, Johnny Bravo makes the video about how he was arrested again. Now, I don't know the fucking details. I don't want to know the details, okay? I don't give a fuck about the details. It doesn't concern me. And we'll let the fucking police do what they do and law enforcement and the feds. They do what they do, okay? They're not going to just arrest you for no fucking reason, okay? And they're not going to arrest you for fucking for having a company online. So I'm just going to put that right out there like that. Now, the Bradley Martyn thing, here's the deal. I'm not sure what Bradley Martyn has to do with, Richard Rodriguez. Apparently nothing, and Richard used pictures. And Mark Lobliner also said that he's used pictures. And I've seen other people on Richard's Instagram and stuff where he just pulls pictures off Instagram and then reposts them on his Instagram. And I think it kind of leads them to believe that they were involved with his company or with his new company or whatever the case may be. Bradley wanted them removed. Richard said no, etc., etc. Richard gets arrested the next day. There is no fucking way in hell that Bradley Martyn could make a call in less than 24 hours, have this guy fucking arrested for something. There's no way. They would have to investigate whatever the fuck is going on first, get a warrant, execute the warrant. I mean, there would be, in a timely fashion, it still would take more than 24 hours to fucking lock him up. There's no fucking way. Unless Bradley Martyn was sitting outside his fucking house with a pair of binoculars with a fucking wiretap talking to him about something, and they had that fucking wired into an officer or detective that was already with a judge listening into the fucking wiretap itself so that the judge can sign the warrant and they can drive from the fucking judge's house at night when fucking they talk to him directly to fucking Richard Rodriguez's house and arrest him. That is really fast to execute something like that more than likely I'd say that this was kind of coming in the works already, and the Bradley Martyn thing is just a coincidence. I don't think that has anything to do with anything. And, like I said, there were other people that he used pictures of that they didn't want him using the pictures. And they contacted him and said the same thing. And, like, Lobliner did that and a few other people, and I'm not sure if he took down their pictures or not. But, I don't know Bradley Martyn from a hole in the wall. They made a couple videos about him stating my opinion and stuff that he had said. And I am by no means biased to jump in the crowd and say, yeah, oh my God, he's a fucking rat. And people are making videos. They're like, yeah, Bradley Martyn could be a rat. And I'm like, listen, I've never heard, and believe me, I'd be the first one to fucking tell you if I heard that, hey, so-and-so got picked up and they think Bradley Martyn's responsible. There are a lot of fucking people I know in this industry all over the place. And yeah, some of them know and are friends or were friends, whatever, with Bradley Martyn. So if you're not hearing that shit on the fucking fly, like, behind the scenes and shit, trust me, what you guys are seeing on camera and hearing on camera, what people talk about, this shit already went around the fucking industry by the time you hear it 100 times. By the time it gets to this camera, it's already been through the fucking back doors of all these fucking people talking about it, fucking behind the scenes, down low, about whatever the fuck is going on with this one, that one, this one. You'd be surprised how many fucking secrets there are out that people think are secrets that the whole fucking industry knows. And there's never been one fucking mention of Bradley Martyn ever being fucking involved with snitching, feds, police, anything like that. Nothing. So, if anything, you know, I honestly think by saying stuff like that, it's actually slander. You know, it is actually, even if you say, well, it's my opinion that Bradley, no, you cannot fucking point the finger at somebody and hurt their fucking business by saying that they're a goddamn fucking informant. Like, you have zero proof for that. And I think a lot of people, they like to go out on this like, well, you know, freedom of speech and shit. Trust me, you can freedom of speech your ass all the fuck you want. There are enough loopholes in the law for them to fucking come after you. I'm telling you right now, these guys talking shit saying, I think Bradley Martyn's a snitch. That motherfucker lawyers up and comes after you, and he's going to have to spend a lot of money out of his pocket to do it, so he's going to have to get something in return. Some of these people saying stuff don't have shit to fucking sue for. Trust me, so there's no point in doing it. But, you know, he could easily get their fucking channel shut down and deleted. That's for sure as shit, sure. But, you know, we'll see how it you know, everything develops with the Richard Rodriguez thing. I don't know any of the details, and, you know, I know he's back in prison. He was out on bail, so if he did something to fucking basically break the demands of his bail, I don't know. You know, he may not be getting out until the trial's over at that point. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But for my opinion, I'll state my opinion, and I have no fucking horse in this race, okay? I'm not fucking the biggest Bradley Martyn fan. I also don't fucking hate the guy. But I'll give credit where credit's due, and I'll fucking credit while credit's due, and, you know, say from looking from this side of the table, that Bradley Martyn is probably, I'm not saying he's not a rat. Let's say maybe he is, but Bradley Martyn is not responsible for Richard Rodriguez getting arrested. I just don't see that fucking happening that fast. And this is coming from someone who, I have police officers in my family. I did work private police myself. I have friends that are in the government. I have friends that are in police work right now. I also worked with gang units in Rhode Island. And, you know, nothing was fucking done on a whim in less than 24 hours and executed, unless it was like a problem that was literally a life or death situation. Then it was executed. And, you know, having a fucking business online is not life or death. So, biockickz@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biostrength.com, the blog. It's the fucking, if you're not a snitch, don't say it, bicep, and we're out.